quiet. Oh, so you guys can hear us? It's just not. I'll have to use my outdoor voice.
Okay, we're freaking cranked right now. Game audio is loud.
Oh, here. You got it on your end?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
We are cranked as much as we can possibly be cranked.
So cranky. So cranky.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Praise be to the sun. No, the game audio was perfect before. Now the game's audio is too quiet. All right, don't touch the slider, Rob.
I won't touch it. I'm probably going to touch it at some point. The DXXL is just, it's asking for it.
All right.
What position it's at.
Okay, we just tweaked it. If it's not better in like 20 seconds.
Chop.
Okay, looks like everything's back and we're good to go. And we're here with Etrian Mystery Dungeon. Rob, do you want to tell us what we're looking at right now?
We're looking at a floor.
Thanks.
See, that's floor, and those are little units.
Super helpful. Why don't you go and give us a better overview of Etrian Mystery Dungeon?
It's a mystery dungeon game, so it's similar to like other iterations like Shiren, and which we released a long time ago on the Wii, and has been released on many other consoles. That's for sure. But yeah, it's basically like kind of like you have this overhead view, and everything's tile based, as you can see there. So like you move in tiles, like kind of like a chessboard or a checkerboard or something. And each time you move, the enemy will move, or each time you or perform an action or whatever. It's turn based. But due to the fact that like there's a lot of shortcuts and stuff, you can actually like even though it is turn-based, it doesn't feel too turn-based just by the way the combat works. It's pretty fast-paced for a turn-based game.
It's pretty action-y. I'm terrible at this game. I'd be doing it, except I am very bad at it, and Rob is our lead QA.
I'm going to start the game with one mana on my protector, too. That's going to be awesome.
Why don't you tell us some more about the classes, Rob?
Oh, okay. So, like, the guy on point right now is he's a protector, and he is a... Protector's a really good point person because they have a provoke, which is like it's a skill you've seen in other Etrian games and protectors from other Etrian games too. But provoke, it is super like it draws enemy's attention from like pretty much anywhere in the room. Also, they'll like literally walk around your other units just to try to get at your protector when you have provoke up.
So you have two protectors, a rune master, and two rune masters right now? Is that
No, not at all, John. I have a protector, a Landsknecht, and a rune master, and a medic.
Okay, so we are set up with a good basic starting party.
Yeah, I would say this is pretty solid. You got two equipment-based classes with protector and Landsknecht, and then you have two skill-based classes with the medic and the rune master. The Rune Master obviously puts out the damage, and the Medic is your sustainability heals guy. He's very, very useful. He also, very importantly, gets rid of status effects in this game, which is a big deal because there's a lot of status effects that apply to enemy attacks, traps, and having a way to deal with them like instantly is just super, super powerful, and that's why the Medic's so good. And I would recommend having Medic on your team.
How difficult would you say EMD is going to be for people? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever played like Izuna back in the day, but that one was way harder than this one to me. And for an Etrian game, most people expect Etrian games to be really hard. I feel like this is one of the more forgiving like games in the Etrian series too. Like there's
good to know.
There's a lot of like there's really bad swings in this game though. Like you'll have sometimes you like enter a floor and you'll just be surrounded by monsters. And unless you have a contingency plan, it's really scary to be caught in those situations.
Okay, well I'll switch to the bottom view right here if you want to talk about the maps.
Oh yeah, the maps. Okay, so the maps are all the maps are randomly generated in this game. So like usually it's just a bunch of rooms connected by tunnels like this. You'll also see here. We'll go over to the. As you can see, the tunnel. There's also water tiles, and there's certain classes that can actually walk on these water tiles, so they're actually relevant. There's also enemies that can fly or walk on the water tiles too, so that's relevant. But most of the time, it will be spent in the tunnels and in the rooms. The rooms are pretty big. As you can see, the map gets revealed as you walk around. There's also there are also items that will like when you step into the room, you'll be able to see everything in the room, including enemies. They'll show up as red icons. As you can see, the little orange icons are stair icons. Also, if you look right below the top right stair icon, there's like an X. That's a trap. And traps do various things if you step on them and they're hidden. But you can reveal them by like slashing at the ground in front of you or using an item called eye drops, which reveals them for the person that uses the item. So whoever used it, so if your protector uses it, he'll be the only one that can see traps.
Oh yeah, you guys can throw items and everything. That's right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can throw items. There's also items that can be shot, and we'll mess around with that. There's also scrolls and stuff. One of the other kind of unique things about the Mystery Dungeon game is you have to eat food in order to survive in the game. Each time you take a step, it'll start counting down what's called the FP, as you can see it in the bottom left there. It's at 21 right now. And you can eat items. There are specific items that you use to increase that. There's a bread, large loaf. So can we switch back to the normal screen, the big screen?
Oh.
A full one. And as you can see, there's bread. So I'll eat this large loaf, and then it'll fill me back up to 100, and then I'll be able to eat. There's also these tiles you can walk over in the dungeons that refill your FP as well, and your TP. So those are really good, and you should always keep an eye out for those. All right. Yeah, we didn't really encounter too many enemies in that previous dungeon because I'd kind of cleared it out already. But we'll find some guys here.
It says, food mechanics work way better in games without sloppy RNGs like Mystery Dungeon games. We disagree. Oh, combat.
It's really not, it's not, the way they did in this game is really fair. It doesn't feel like you have to, stock up on a bazillion food items, and I don't know. I haven't felt like I got screwed over by food points in this at all. So, yeah. As you can see, the Protector, when he gets hit, he first off has, since he's an equipment-based class, he takes a lot less damage if he has equipment on, and I only did 1 damage to me. And you can actually regain TP every time he gets hit, so it's almost in your interest to get hit.
To show off some of the position-based combat.
Okay, well, right now, as you can see, whoops, forgot to, but yeah, you can attack in all these different directions, the cardinal directions, right? Or not cardinal directions, but, your standard, what is that, 8 positions, right? And, positioning is really important. You can also, force going diagonal by holding R, the R button, and it'll change your position. Also, if you swap places with your teammate, they kind of they have to go somewhere, so they'll usually go backwards into wherever the spot you were. You can actually use that to your advantage. Let's say you start in a let's say you have your Lance necked out, right, and he doesn't have as good defense as your Protector, and you're oh, there's a monster that assaults me right here or whatever. You can switch with your Protector, and then he'll be a point guy all of a sudden or something like that. Or you can just take vulnerable units and switch positions, and it'll keep them safer.
What kind of range moves do your other party members have?
The
Rune Master.
The Rune Master has a bunch of ranged magic spells. I think she just did one that last battle actually.
Yeah.
Did the fireball spell.
Yeah, and you can set up shortcuts and everything for those people too.
Yeah,
right?
you can. If you hold L, you can... Oh, well, I don't have enough mana with him, but here, I'll switch over to Landsknecht and show you. Yeah, so he's got, like for example, he's got double strike. So if I hold L and then hit X, I can hit him twice. So you can see that enemy is hitting really hard.
Now your Rune Master can...
Yeah, that's true.
Fireball his ass,
so
right?
yeah, exactly. Actually, this one's weak to ice, so I'm going to use the ice attack. And there you go.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Take
there
that.
you go. Oh yeah, and my character's leveled up here, so maybe we can show the skill menu.
Oh, maybe we can.
Okay, so
Here's
let's go do that.
The Etrian.
So
skill
yeah,
set.
as you can see, it has like a kind of an Etrian-esque skill tree sort of thing going on here. You can switch between the characters by hitting the shoulder buttons. Our Rune Master leveled up, right? So right now each skill, every class has like a proficiency skill. It only takes one skill point to fill out, and it's usually really effective. Like for example, you want to go to full screen so they can see the descriptions, or
Yeah.
okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, but like the proficiency, like for the mage or the Rune Master is, increase all types of attack and defense for allies within the room. So it's pretty useful, and most of the time you'll want to fill it out pretty early. But then the other skills will have you can put multiple skill points into a single skill to kind of enhance it. Right now I only have one in each of these because we wanted to kind of show the different skills, and I'm going to put another one in Lightning Rune. The Rune Master's got like three different elemental branches that you can go through, and also has like a like, how do I describe this? It's like it buffs all of her magic, and you use it ahead of time. And then it lasts. It's like a buff for like 5 turns, and it gets like pretty useful. It definitely increases the amount of damage you do. So you want to get it, especially for like drawn out battles, like against stronger enemies. So
Farmer 2 OP.
Yeah, and then here's the medic. The medic, like I said before, has healing and status, and heals your status effects. They also have one that makes your healing more potent, and they also have their melee strike attacks too. So I got heavy strike. I think that healing is super important at the beginning of the game, and pretty much most of the game. So I like to put a lot of points into healing.
I can see how healing could be fairly important.
It's pretty important. His melee attack also causes a stats effect. Most of this melee attacks have some kind of associated stats effect. For example, the Protector has one with his shield that binds the enemy's arms, and that's pretty good. I definitely recommend getting this skill at some point. I don't have any mana or any skill points to use, but there's a. Provoke is by far the Protector's best skill early game, just because not only does it draw aggro on all the monsters, but it also increases your defense really, really high. So you're only taking 1 damage while you have it up. Sometimes I'll even provoke. Oh, and the other cool thing about provoke that's kind of unique. Well, it's not the only skill in the game that does this, but you can, as you can see on the bottom screen, it says can act after using, which means that you can actually do stuff after you use it on the same turn. So it's almost like you get to cast this for free. You don't have to set it up ahead of time or anything, so you can kind of reactionarily use it. And act includes movement or your normal attack. You can't use other special attacks or anything like that, but it's pretty nice being able to cast a skill and then attack in the same turn. So that's why provoke is so good.
Provoke birds and moths.
Yeah, you want to provoke everything. Especially at the beginning of the game when you can get 2-shotted by enemies. It's really important.
I got wrecked by enemies pretty early on because I'm terrible at this game.
Okay, and this is a stairwell here. This one leads up. We don't want to go up. We want to go down. In this game, you want to go down floors. So let's keep going down floors.
Here, you want to explain the left and right real quick?
Yeah, so like on a lot of the floors, there are actually multiple exits, both up and down here. So like the floor we're going into right now is going to have 2 up exits and 3 downward exits. And yeah, so you have a lot of options basically. And it actually it comes into it comes into play later on in the game. We can't really talk about it too much in this stream, but yeah, you should pay attention to what floor of the map you're on, which exits you're taking.
Hey, Moth, go to hell.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so now we have a decent room. All right. Okay, as you see. Okay, good. I got enough for provoke. I'm gonna provoke here, and then I'm gonna sacrifice my attack turn just so I can get more people on board here. So now I have 2 guys attacking the dragonfly. And then I'll switch over. So you can switch between your characters each turn, but you can only use 1 character per turn. And so this time I'm going to use double strike. As you can see, so look, he's taking all the hits for the team, while the rest of your guys can just wail on the enemies, and they'll just sit there doing 1 damage to this guy, and and then you basically clear a room without like pretty much any incident. In fact, I have like more TP and health than I did, or not health, but I have more TP than I did going into the room. So yeah, those what they're called amber tiles that we just walked over, they're the ones that heal TP and FP when you walk over them.
Here's a good question. If a floor has a left and right exit, will the stairs be on the left and right side of the map, or is it completely arbitrary?
You know what? I don't want to give. I have never really sat down and like investigated it too much. I feel like it is, but sometimes it feels really arbitrary. Yeah, I wish I could give you a better answer.
Yeah, see how the stairs are.
Yeah, left and right. You can definitely tell where they'll lead by looking at the icons. Like, as you can see in these 2 icons, this one's going to be the upper left one, and that's going to be the upper right one, just by the way the triangle, where it points to. Okay, and so the thing that we're looking at right now is right above the protector here. That's a gathering point, which is another characteristic from Etrian games. You can collect these. You can collect like unique drops from these points, and every class has can specialize in gathering from a certain kind. There's a bunch of them, and like for example, the protector, he's good at mining minerals, and then the medic and the rune master are good at mining the plant ones or the herb ones. I forget what the actual name is for it, but yeah, I usually put a few points in since. Like with this team, it's better to kind of specialize and focus. Like the Rune Master is really skill point heavy, because she has so many different branches that she can go through. Whereas the medic, he's pretty efficient and he doesn't use up as many skill points. And he's still really effective with a few skill points. So I like to put a lot of or not a lot, but enough skill points in the gathering for the medic. So I'm kind of in the habit of whenever I see one of these plant ones, I just walk up to it with the medic, and we'll take it. That's called taking spot. And so we got some crane ginseng out of that one, and that goes into our materials here. You can see it on the bottom screen. Do you want to pull up the bottom screen? We'll show what the materials are. So like these top 3 are all from monsters that we were fighting. As you can see, like various parts of their bodies you take and use for making weapons or armor or whatever. And here's a crane ginseng that we just got. Ginseng. I don't know if it's made out of cranes or if cranes eat it or what, but it's called crane ginseng. And that's it. And then there's the key items too. So you'll have a bunch of key items here. And then let's see. You can.
Let's get back to exploring.
Yeah, let's get back to exploring. Right? You guys don't want to look at menus. Okay. Let's see. So let's go through the map. Oh, I want to switch back to protector on point because you don't You don't want your medic on point. He's just going to get blown up.
Does the equipment take inventory slots?
Yes, it does. It definitely does. And you can also throw equipment as if it were a potion or a normal item. So you can totally waste a weapon to throw it if you want. Let's see.
So what are the amber tiles again?
Amber tiles heal TP and FP when you walk over them.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty dang useful.
Oh,
So this guy, see this rat here? If you look at, well, if you had the map, oh, there you go. Okay, so the map.
Oh.
This is good. This is good. Show the. Okay, so right now, well, no, both
screens?
windows would be good. Okay, so as you can see, there's a mouse in the bottom right-hand corner. These guys are like total a-holes and will run around the map throwing items at you. Like they literally, that's like their main objective is to throw items at you. So it's really good to disable them from doing that so they don't waste the item and you get the item instead. Also, on the bottom, you'll see there's a blinking blue icon in this room, and that's what's called a wandering box, which usually holds equipment in it or top tier items, but they have a limited time frame in which you can actually go reach them. This one's probably already done. Let me go check. So let's see. Go watch. Okay, so it has a number above it. This number is equates to the number of steps you take. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can make it there if I do nothing but just walk over to it. Also, if you have items that allow you to move twice in one turn, stuff like that, or swap positions with an enemy, there's all sorts of stuff like that. I don't think I have any of those items.
Real quick, Rob, is there a way to overlay the map from the bottom and the top screen in the game?
Overlay the map?
Like
change the position so that the map
so you could see that.
No, it's always on the bottom screen. You can't.
Gotcha.
There's no. Oh, I see what you mean. Like in maybe like in the Persona games, I think they do that, right? Yeah, there's no overlay. It's just always present on the bottom screen, pretty much. It seems pretty. Yeah, I mean that's obviously not. Or that could be a cool customization feature, but I haven't. I haven't seen anything like that in this game. So I'm gonna
get that treasure.
I'm gonna provoke the rat so he doesn't go over to that item. Now he'll worry about attacking me, and I don't really care because I can take the damage. Plus my mage is gonna come in here, and now I can reach the wandering box. I got knife +2. Ooh,
Sweet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, so items in this game can have like plus numbers after them, and they'll get boosted up, and they're better than the normal version of that. So like, let's equip that on my guy here because he just has a knife. So now he does 2 extra damage.
Are there different difficulty options?
No, there's not. There's only one difficulty option in this game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next floor. Oh, cool. This is an interesting room. Okay, let's skip all this.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, blobbity, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, please.
Tutorials, boring tutorials. Okay, so, once again, well, it kind of helps just show the map on this one again. It's a similar room. Can you show the map on the bottom screen?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I can do that thing you just said.
Okay, this is a busy room. So a lot of times in this game, you'll be looking at the bottom screen a lot because you're like, you have an incomplete view of what what's really going on the top view, unless you go to system. You go to that watch thing that I was talking about. Like for example, there's a bunch of stuff going on up here. We got another mouse. We got another wandering box. So we need to get over there and get to it. Thankfully, our Landsnecht is pretty close, and he should easily be able to get over there.
As I rip the cable out of the 3DS.
Yeah, and I think what I'll do is I'm just going to provoke with the land. So I think I'll start, provoke here. Then I'm going to, since I'll draw the enemies away. Oh, of course. Now I'll just walk over there with my mage since she's the closest one.
Go, mage, go.
As you can see, your teammates will use skills like automatically. They're usually pretty efficient. Now the thing is one thing to note here is this guy, the roller, the enemy that they're fighting right now, the Lanchneck is in an absolutely terrible position. Like, if this roller dies, he does an attack where he rolls backwards, and he'll kill pretty much anything that he rolls into. And so that Lanchneck is going to die if he stays in that position. So I think I'm going to have to reposition him. But at the same time, I don't want to lose a turn. So I'm trying to decide if I want to risk stepping away. You know what? No, it's too important to keep my Lanchneck alive. I can't put him there. So I'm going to move him and put him over here. Okay. And now, actually, the thing I should do also is, what's the rat doing with the gold over there? He's being a jerk. So I'm gonna move there. Oh my God, is he gonna get to the chest before me?
He looks like he's going to.
Oh my gosh! And the enemy just killed my guy on the bottom screen because I guess provoke wasn't up. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, when enemies kill you, they actually do a lot of damage. Like when they have this icon over their head, they start doing crazy amounts of damage. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know what?
So he's like enraged or something?
This is bad. My medic's dead. Yeah, he's kind of enraged. And I'm probably going to die in a couple turns. My entire party's going to get wiped in a couple turns if I let this guy keep attacking us.
So is that roller facing diagonally right now?
Yeah, he is, because he is facing the direction of the guy he just killed, which is my medic.
So if your protector and your Lanchneck managed to kill him this turn, which they probably won't, but if they did, he'd roll back and kill your Rune Master.
That's correct. Yeah, he would. Yeah, I think I forget if they might have faced the direction that your character attacks. But as you can see, I think we need to bail on this. I'm going to walk up the stairs again, and I think this all could have been avoided too, is if I used my Rune Master right away to kill him, because he's really resilient to physical attacks, but not what's it called? Do I want to use that? Yes, I do. I'm gonna play it safe. So the Kasumi's Lunch also heals your party too. On top of that, so I'm gonna go to the stairs. There we go. Oh my gosh, it still kills me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. At this point, we're gonna have to go back to town, guys. I'm gonna bail with my Ariadne thread and get out of here, because otherwise I'm gonna lose all of my items. Oh yeah, one of the other cool things about this game is if you die in the dungeon, you lose all your items.
That sounds less than optimal.
Actually, in this game, it seems like you don't lose all of your items, you lose most of your items. Like you lose a lot of items, and I think the later in the game you get, the worse it gets.
Don't go to those places we're not supposed to.
I won't go to them. I just need to heal. I really could use an Ariadne thread, which I stored at the inn, but whatever, it's fine. I don't think we'll have that happen again. That was pretty bad. And that was all out of greed for getting that chest. I should have just killed the roller right away, and then worried about the chest later.
If you die in the dungeon, you die in real life.
that would be pretty.
No, that's not
crazy.
That's not the case. We'd be liable for a whole lot of damage if that were the actual case.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah,
you just got to include in the NDA, or not the NDA, the EULA, the End User License Agreement.
The thing that no one ever reads.
If you die in this game, that's not our fault.
Oh yeah, mess that butterfly up.
Oh yeah,
make it suffer.
So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, like how the butterfly will just chase after you, even though like it'll pass by your teammates. So like you go like right there, your teammates will attack it, and then it doesn't get any attacks. Okay, some more amber tiles. Okay, I think we'll get back to, like, as you can see, the dungeon formation is completely changed since the last time we entered it. And it always, it's randomly generated, so it always probably stop wasting those.
Dying is a good way to end a user.
Oh, cool, I got some scrolls and stuff. That would have been useful in the previous fight. So you want to, since there's like traps and stuff on a lot of the floor tiles, you want to avoid making unnecessary steps. And you usually want to stick to, you know, like going from hallway to hallway. That's really important.
Yeah. When I was playing through, I made the mistake of ignoring my food points. That did not end so well.
Oh, yeah, you cannot do that. That's no bueno. One of the tricks you can use to, if like one of your characters gets low on an FP in this game, you can actually switch over to another one and he'll have a full FP. As you can see, like my swordsman here, or the Landsknecht has 100, whereas my protector has 89. And it's only whoever's the point person that will deteriorate FP in this game, which is pretty cool.
So you could theoretically...
you can jump between the two. And the other guys, since they don't lose it, they don't lose FP while not being point, but they can step on those amber tiles, they can actually regain FP and regenerate it. So this grasshopper guy, he has a jump attack, so I'm going to provoke early.
Yeah, that jump attack sucks.
It does a lot of damage, too.
It killed one of my freaking medics.
There we go. But see, it only does like 3 damage to him when he's provoked, so yeah. Oh, cool, we got our protector leveled up.
No, there is no easy mode. There's one difficulty.
And it is, I'd say it's pretty, it felt pretty balanced when we were testing the game. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's terrible. Alright, so I'm gonna go here.
Round 2 with the roller.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
screw this one up.
This is how you're supposed to do it. Oh boy.
But now your Landsknecht's
yeah,
gonna
the
die.
Landsknecht is gonna die, so we're gonna move him out of the way. Oh my god. Oh, thank god I had Yggdrasil Leaf. Is my protector... Okay, there we go. Okay. So yeah, those are the kind of moments you get in this game where you go, whoa! That was bad. Okay, so yeah.
That noise you made is priceless.
It was pretty dirty. Pretty dirty noises. Okay, so yeah, provoke's not perfect, and yeah, you should still you should definitely keep your mages out of melee range. That was definitely a mistake on my part. Yeah.
Weird.
Oh wow, and then I walk over 2 traps too. That's a cool one too. The boulder trap, like, will do like a chain reaction and hit people behind him too. Once the trap has been revealed, your party members will actively walk around them though, so that's cool.
I feel like my party members didn't do that.
Oh yeah?
Etrian Mystery Dungeon 2.
They just walked into them.
Roller boogaloo.
Okay. So there's in this room there's one of those wandering boxes. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it in time without any assistance, because it's like on the other side of the room, so let me check. Yeah, 6 turns. There's no way I'm going to get over there. So in these kind of cases, this is when you want to like haste yourself or do something like that. I don't think I have anything like that. Yeah, I don't. So we're gonna give it up and go to the next floor. Those rollers, man. Okay, here's another one. Goody. All right, so let's see. What was it? Was it ice that worked last time? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. Yay, we did it right for once.
Can you bind watch to something, to one of those shortcuts?
I believe it is a shortcut. I'm always really silly and don't remember what it is. A lot of times, I don't use it nearly as much as I am in this video, just because I'm trying to demonstrate for you guys how it is. But there is a shortcut. There's also, like, if you hit start, you'll see that there's a bunch of, like, there's a legend here, and you can pull up the different shortcuts. Yeah, watch is Y plus R. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, there you go. So what you do, yeah, and then you can look around. Yeah, that would be a lot faster, huh, than the way I'm doing it.
Alright, we probably need to wrap this up soon, too.
Okay.
So we'll see if Rob can pull it out against this robot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank God it was the Protector with Provoke on. That was pretty bad. Okay. At least when he does the death tumble thing, he's dead already, so he can't get souped up. So that's always a good thing. Oh, what am I doing? I'm leaving items behind. That's silly.
No, you're wasting all your food points.
Yeah, I know, walking around the room. Oh, that one didn't trigger. You have the red ones, you have to walk over them, like, with your whole party, usually, before they trigger. Okay, we got a couple grasshoppers in here, so I'm gonna provoke. I'll leave them here. There we go, into the mage. But then I don't want him to attack my mage, so cool. We got a blowback sigil. I should use some items. Like, we haven't really shown off any, like, how you can use items to do cool stuff in this game. Okay.
What's well, we probably can't say that. Of these four classes that we can talk about, what's your favorite class?
I like Protector. It's really fun. Protector scales really well, and they do a lot of stuff with positioning later on in the game that really, like, makes it, like, combat a lot more dynamic, and you have a lot of options with them. Also, the fact that they have an attack that binds characters is really, really powerful. And they're really fun. But and I also really like the Rune Master. I think the Rune Master is pretty awesome. Like, having elemental attacks is pretty important. There's a lot of physically strong enemies in this game, so if you don't have the diversity that a Rune Master offers you, it's pretty frustrating to get through the game. But, like, almost all the classes are really fun to play. I think they all have a role, and you can definitely get something out of it.
Yeah, there are male and female for every class.
Yeah.
So you can pick and choose, and there's colors and all sorts of other fun customizations too. Yes, tell that roller who's boss.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, the cool thing about that death tumble thing is if you can set it up so that an enemy is behind the roller, it'll kill the enemy instead of you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So it's like there's a lot of double-edged swords sort of stuff in this game where you can things that backfire for you can really backfire. Oh, like this trap that I just walked over that didn't activate.
Good thing.
You can even use traps to your advantage in this game, so there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. So we'll take the floor. Explore here. Let's see. Okay, so we started out in this room. I'm going to use an item. Let's see what we got here. So I got a Confuse Scroll. This item's pretty cool because what Confuse causes, will cause people to attack in random directions, so they usually miss because it's all the 8 different directions they can hit you in. So they usually will do one. Like if one of you is facing just one enemy, it's like, they have a ton of other opportunities to miss. So as long as you're not surrounding an enemy, when they're confused, they'll usually miss you. So it's really powerful. Scrolls hit the entire room, so I'll hit both of those guys. And killed that guy already. Oh, so here's what I was talking about before. See how the dragonfly, he warped right in front of my mage, right? So the mage is going to die next turn unless I do something about getting her out of the way. So I'm going to provoke, and then we're going to switch positions. And then she can move. Oh, well, she can move. Or she can just kill in one turn. That'll do it, too. Okay. Well,
no big deal.
Yeah. If that wasn't the possibility, then, yeah, those guys are weak to electricity, so it's pretty strong. That's another cool thing. The AI will use magic that is strong against their weakness. They won't usually, like, hit them with the strength of the enemy or waste mana that way.
Do you have another area I need to
I do not, and I haven't picked one up yet either in the dungeon. You can pick them up as items too. They show up as little balls of yarn, pretty much. That's what they look like pink balls of yarn. And they are. You can't buy them in town. You have to find them in the dungeon. So that's pretty. It's pretty debilitating when you don't have any. They're pretty valuable items.
All right, guys, we've turned the corner. We've defeated rollers, so I think we're gonna end on a good note before we embarrass ourselves any further.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you again for dealing with us through our technical issues. We got them fixed, so that's all I can say about that. No, go ahead. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for checking out our game.
We'll archive this, and we'll probably upload it to our YouTube channel. Bye! Oh, what's the shortcut? Oh, I always forget.